because it was leaked online. Hashtag RIP Doctor Who.
As dead as we've ever known it? Woke rebrand falls flat? Yes, Doctor Who. We're still talking about Doctor Who.
Hashtag RIP Doctor Who.
No, I'm not going to subscribe to the Telegraph to read your article. The U.S. streaming giant will not screen the sci-fi favorite after lackluster viewing. Yeah, Disney's dropping it. Disney funded it and now they're dropping it. Because why?
I am the last thing you see before you fall into the abyss.
I guess theater kids didn't want to watch Doctor Who on Disney Plus. I guess...
Miss Belinda Chandra.
Oh, Shooty McBooty. They're blaming him. They're saying he didn't...
Never cruel or cowardly.
Act as a brand ambassador. Okay. Yes, I'm saying the name wrong because I can't pronounce it, and that's not an insult. I'm just trying to be fun and energetic. Gatawa's experience felt somewhat fraught. He left after 2 seasons and later blamed burnout, with the 33-year-old saying he was getting old and my body was tired. A Doctor Who source says the show suffered because Gatawa never fully embraced the role. He was out there making it a gay brand for the gays the whole time.
Oh my god, it's Graham Norton.
And that's what they wanted.
Poor old Earth died many years ago.
It is not his fault. That is exactly what he gave them. They wanted to pander to the theater crowd, and boy did they ever. And guess who left? Everybody else. Everybody else. Not only did everybody else leave, they left completely. They barely even watch videos about it. Sometimes they'll watch a video making fun of it every now and then.
Hashtag RIP Doctor Who.
Because it's like a train wreck. You just can't look away. You cannot believe something that has lasted for this many decades is this...
I'm not even going to dignify that with the words. Actually, you know what I will, because it's not just songs at Mike. It's part of who I am. And when you make fun of it, it's like you're making fun of me.
I don't know, guys. It's like we're going around in circles.
Dead is this much in trouble. It is as dead as we've never known it. A writer says no one is going to start writing Doctor Who books with Billie Piper as the Doctor. They left it with Billie Piper regenerating as a doctor of sorts. At the end of this. Because what else are they going to do? They threw it on Disney Plus. Disney Plus decided to make it a woke theater kids for the... Well, they didn't even know. I don't even know if Disney was the one who did it. I think Russell T Davies got annoyed at conservative-ish leaning YouTube saying, hey, maybe less woke stuff. And they were like, oh yeah? Well, F you, you racist, sexist bigots. And here you go. And they made it even more gay with more trans and more diverse and more. Because that's what we're at in this whole culture war, is these sides going at each other's throats like children. Like children, okay?
Where's she gone?
Who?
Poppy.
And they're ruining all of our stuff.
Hashtag RIP Doctor Who.
In the process. But then again, we're still watching Doctor Who at this day. It's 60 years on, and we're still watching it.
Miss Belinda Chandra.
I don't know. I've been rewatching all these old Kiss things because, Kiss meets the fandom of the whatever, and the Paul Lynde Halloween special. Don't really insult me and call me an istophobe, really. Too much. Not too bad, anyway. I don't think they do. Disney! A new report alleges Doctor Who, their Disney deal fell apart after plans to Marvelize the franchise.
Damn. Okay, my turn. I Spy.
Failed to work out. They were going to Marvelize Doctor... It's already kind of a Marvelized franchise.
Engage #1.
Sort of, for television. You already had, when Elizabeth Sladen was still alive, we had the Sarah Jane Adventures, we had Torchwood, we had all kinds of spin-offs every now and then, here and there. It already was. We had the Big Finish radio dramas. There's been comic books. It's already a Marvelized franchise, okay? It already has a ginormous thing. So you were trying to do what was already done because you didn't understand the property again. yet again. And this is the problem time and time again with Disney. And look at what they did with Tron just now, okay? Tron is one of those franchises that they dust off every so often, or one of those sci-fi properties that they dust off and try and make it into a franchise. And it works with this very specific group of people who really like a lot of sci-fi stuff, a lot of cool visuals, and a lot of nerdy techie things in a movie, and some cool music too for these last couple of ones. So it works for that small demographic of people, but it's not like a buddy Marvel comedy.
One of us has to get it. And it's not gonna be me, because I did the last cross thing.
Sort of thing. It's not one of those sort of things. Because it is so much of this dated, at least for Doctor Who, it is this dated time capsule of a thing that works, where it's this mysterious alien and a vulnerable young woman gets whisked away to another world at another time, another place, and there's danger, and it's weird and it's creepy and it's exciting and it's fantasy. And we don't have that anymore. And now, with the few viewers that they have left, after the years of the Jodie Whittaker woke nightmare of only pandering to who? The women in the theater crowds.
It could be said that you sprang from my loins.
That's what's left. So they tripled down on the few remaining fans they had left.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Instead of trying to win back the original and going with Doctor Who Classic, which is what they'll probably do next.
Using the great new taste of Coca-Cola.
At some point, they're gonna do a Doctor. Well, that's why he bringing back Billy Piper and David Tennant, and like, oh, you like Billy Piper, right? You like David Tennant, right? Oh, you like Matt Smith, right? And they keep doing that time and time again, and it is so insulting to the fans.
Miss Belinda Chandra.
What does this say? This is from IGN. A new report in the end of Disney's deal with the BBC for Doctor Who has alleged that part of the reason for its demise was the plan to Marvelize the franchise failed to work. This week, the BBC confirmed the future of Doctor Who with a Christmas special in 2026 written by Russell T Davies and the promise of a future season. Okay, so they don't even want to do it now.
Okay, my turn. I spy.
They won't even give us anything now to wrap up this weird Billy Piper regenerating into the Doctor crap that they're giving us, okay? The partnership with Disney Plus has come to an end after 2 seasons and the upcoming spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea. Now Deadline reports that the Disney deal fell apart due to concerns that Doctor Who failed to break out from its existing fan base of what? Theater kids! Theater kids! And appeal to a mainstream American audience, as well as its big budget, among other things. Yeah, so they've been slowly subtracting viewers. And now Doctor Who was always kind of this thing for nerds who are watching it on PBS in my generation. I'm 700 years old. I am a vampire. Sorry. Also, what's that QR code? I've been fighting breast cancer. It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I have been fighting that for the past year and a half. Thank you guys so much for contributing. Thank you so much for all the donations and the cat food and all the supplies on the Amazon wish list. I really, really appreciate you. And I also review this when I have the time and energy, and all these weird nerdy franchises, and talk about them and do live streams when I have the energy. So please subscribe to this channel, check back every now and then, bookmark it on your page. YouTube will not send you my content. You're not gonna attract a mainstream audience when you keep dwindling your fan base, who is already kind of a nerdy, specific sci-fi fan base anyway to begin with, who liked what? The BBC shows on PBS. We liked BBC shows on PBS because we were kind of weird, nerdy, eccentric people. I was there watching Nova as a kid.
She's joking. Damn.
On PBS, and Doctor Who, and all the British sitcoms. And that's how we stumbled upon these shows, because we felt smarter than everybody else. So when Disney wants to make it for the mainstream, that's the wrong fan base. That's the wrong fan base, okay? This is another little... Not only is that the wrong fan base, you have to win back the fans that you pissed off. You have to win back the fans you pissed off by saying, hey, you know what? We're gonna give you back more of what you wanted.
Never cruel or cowardly.
instead of more of the woke stuff you guys were complaining about.
Planet of the incels.
And being blamed for everything wrong, even though we're still victims of everything too, you know. Hi, it's 2025 now. It is 2025. It is them up in the very high echelon playing us all against each other.
Families that own the corporations.
Like we're ants or something to them, or pawns.
Public access.
And Doctor Who isn't about pandering to social justice causes and issues. It's about fighting giant plant monsters. And robots and giant robots with plungers on their crapping heads, for crying out loud. It was ridiculous and campy, and that was its charm. And then the budget got better, and it still was ridiculous and campy, only with a big budget in the 2000s, and that's all it needed to be. You're overthinking it. You're putting way too much work and market research, which is just a bunch of bots anyway. Guess what? You go to a market research firm, Disney, hey, it's a bot farm that creates a bunch of accounts that generate buzz on something. It's like the whole Kylo Ren, the save Kylo Ren. It's not real. It's not real viewership. It's not real fans, and it's not real generated reportable income dollars. It was apparent from early on that this wasn't for the long term, a former Disney executive told Deadline. Everyone got the impression that it wasn't doing what it needed to do on Disney Plus to be sustained. The ratings kept dropping. Nobody cared about it. People move on. People have lives. People have other things to do, for crying out loud. You keep telling us to go away, go away, go away, go away.
Touch grass.
Maybe we will someday. Maybe we'll take the hint and go. Why Disney ditched Doctor Who? Sources say it says ratings, big ticket budget, and MAGA politics were factors in the BBC deal failing to regenerate. Where's the MAGA politics? Was that where it was have a baby without any regard to how you're going to pay for it or any plans to be with the father?
Where's she gone?
Who?
Poppy. Who's Poppy?
Is that a MAGA policy? Or any specific one particular investor, I wonder. I don't know. That was the whole Miss Belinda Chandra plot point that didn't make any sense at the end. They left her with a baby.
Poppy, honey.
Why? How do you know she didn't like kids? What if she hated kids? What if it would have been a huge drain on her? And she would have abandoned it. I mean, you just got lucky that she liked him. And here's the ratings numbers. It went from 5.2 million people to 3.8 million. It was barely registering, wasn't it? Another well-placed industry source says it became too woke for Trump's USA, and this was a factor in Disney's minds. The series cast transgender actress Yasmine Finney and drag queen Jinx Monsoon as a villain. And they played a host to a gay kiss between Gatawa and Jonathan Groff, some of which drew complaints from BBC viewers. That's not a Trump. That you're saying the BBC didn't like that. Now I gotta look at this. BBC throws out complaints about the Bridgerton-inspired Doctor Who episode featuring a gay kiss. That's the BBC, though. That's not us here in America that are complaining about it. That's you guys.
Touch grass.
So the very thing that drove away a lot of the viewers, so you pandered to the 5 viewers that were left, and then you wondered why the viewers didn't come back who were complaining. Okay, so I think that we figured out what's wrong, and that's how you kill Doctor Who.
Hashtag RIP Doctor Who.
You don't try and win any new fans back, and you wonder why your fan base hasn't grown, why it doesn't appeal to the mainstream audience. I don't know. You're trying to appeal to a very specific target demographic of theater kids and the LGBTQ demographic, and wonder why people don't think it's for them. Okay? And I don't think that's necessarily homophobic, transphobic, istophobic, or sexist, racist, any of that stuff. I think that is just, well, it's clearly not for me then. There is nothing wrong with having gay shows for gay people. What Euphoria has, the throuple. There are many gay shows out there for gay people. It's just when you go in and take something that was always about this mysterious alien and he whisks the girl away, and it was kind of like a male power fantasy and a female submissive fantasy, and you kind of turned it into gay drag theater kid.
I am the last thing you see before you fall into the abyss.
You know, Alan Cumming every other episode, Neil Patrick Harris, not Alan Cumming specifically, boy in every other episode, but a gay LGBTQ icon in every other episode.
We are playing what a wonderful, wonderful game.
People are gonna start to think that, hey, maybe this is a show specifically for the gays, like Barbie or something. So I can see why he was a Ken. I am Mecca. I am not Barbie. I am not Ken. And I will see you on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Sit me off, you know, for me sweetness, I love my hair.